and every day.
Everybody can please rise.
Marry me. Ever get the nerve to say hello in this cafe? Say you will. Say you will. Together can never be close enough for me to feel like I am close enough to you. You wear white and I wear out the words I love you, 'cause you're beautiful. Now that the wait is over and love has finally shown her my way, marry me today and every day. Marry me if I ever get the nerve to say hello in this
Welcome,
cafe.
family, friends, and
Say
canines.
you will.
If you're expecting a very traditional wedding, you're at the wrong place. This wedding is very, very special to me because it is my little sister today. And we're all gathered here today. I know it's funny. I know. Wait till I get into the beat of it. We're all gathered here today in love to celebrate the special bond between the bullwhacker, Matt White, number 48, and the white tiger, Ashley Murin, number 15. Do take note, these are just numbers and not their actual ages. This ceremony is a step in the right direction for this couple to deepen their commitment to each other and move forward in a life together as husband and wife. I feel confident that this love and commitment will continue to grow stronger from this day forward, simply because they took their time, planned carefully, and even after several years, without any persuasion or coercion, it was their decision. It should be obvious, as in this area, that for the meantime at least, it's clearly designated a shotgun-free zone. And actually, this would normally be the part where we release the mourning doves. Unfortunately, yesterday we pretty much took care of all those, and they're currently in the freezer up in the upper shop, and they pretty much lost their aerodynamics. So we are just going to proceed. Who's going to give my baby sis up to be married today?
Her mom and I do.
Thank you. You may kiss the bride. And we'll make some room. How you doing? Everything's good up here, just so everybody knows. Dearly beloved. I always want to say that. Sounds good, doesn't it? I can't wait for the power vested in me part. We are gathered here today to perform one incredible wedding ceremony for my amazing sister Ashley, number 15, and her very tall fiancé, Matthew White, number 48, in our hometown of The Ville. Before we begin this ceremony, please understand that I am a professional, and as many of you might be wondering, how could I possibly be doing the officiating for this wedding of such magnitude, especially with my sister's expectations? Here, I'll switch. Especially with the expectations of my sister, well, that's easy. I'm just too short to stand on Matt's side of the aisle without standing on a chair, and I couldn't find a tux to match my goldfish platform shoes that I'm currently wearing to stand on my sister's side. And besides, I'm in the family, so I didn't have to really pass any kind of audition. We may all be seated. I'm not a priest, I'm not a rabbi, but one day on the beach while I was preparing this exact ceremony, a kid did walk by and ask me if I was related to Buddha. Well, enough about me. We have a great show for you today. I want to thank everybody for coming. I'd like to welcome the families and friends of the bride and groom, our parents, Ed and Mary Ann Murin, whose beautiful property this is. And just to let you all know on a little secret, if you want your kitchen remodeled, maybe some landscaping done, an addition to your house, or in this case, just get your hardwood floor that sat in your living room for the last 6 years installed, have a wedding at your house. It works every time. Right, Dad?
Right.
Yeah. I'd like to welcome Matt's parents, Bob and Tony. I don't know how you did it. I'm not just referring to keeping Matt well fed until he's old enough to move out, but I don't know how you did it. Thank you. These folks in front of you today are who we have to thank for these two incredible people who are about to embark together in wedding bliss. Matt and Ashley, you have the best role models in front of you. And I'm talking about that direction. For what a marriage is supposed to be. Now, I would be the last person to know anything about being a role model or an actual married person, but from everything I read on parenting.com, Marianne and Ed, Bob and Tony, everybody fits the bill perfectly. Now, if you all take a moment, I'd like to go back a little bit, and since y'all pretty much are stuck here because I'm in charge, I'd like to take everybody back a few years, and trust me, it'll be brief because everybody wants to get to the yogurt machine and catch Matt's breakdancing skills later on. My sister and Ashley and I lived together for many years. Something I would recommend to all. Well, not living with my sister Ashley, your chances now of that are pretty slim because, you know, what's going on today, but she cleaned, she did laundry, she cooked on occasion as long as you like spray butter, imitation crab, and pumpkin. Ashley would come into my room and talk on occasion about how she could never find a boyfriend. A loaded question. And my answer would perfectly be by the book of what my mom tells me. You just gotta wait for the right time. Well, I would think about it on occasion. And here's a girl, super smart, amazingly beautiful, driven, talented, athletic, charming, witty, focused, has an amazing brother, extremely tolerable. I mean, she lived with me. And just an all-around amazing person that I would even go to jail for. And I actually did that once. Is anybody here from that day? Okay, that's not quite as funny as no one was here for that day. My sister would always say she wanted a boyfriend just like her brother, except one so sawed off at the knees and has to wear goldfish platform shoes to kind of amount to anything. Most of the time it was after she'd been drinking a couple, so I kind of excused her. But I always pictured my sister with some fancy doctor who drove a BMW, house on the hill, potato gun distance, of course, enjoying the finer things of life. And then one night, she brought home the really loud bullwhacker. Went by the name Matt Bullwhacker White. Yes, Mom, everything you heard is true. A 6'4" doctor of forestry who drove a gray 65 horsepower Saturn that actually had BMW written with a finger in the back dirt on the trunk lid. Who could build a house on the hill out of sticks as long as the instructions were simple enough. And instead of a potato gun, could fire a high-powered rifle with extreme accuracy, as we all saw in our Christmas cards. And I wanted to remind him that one night that I could fire a pretty good gun myself. That's just how us brothers stick up for our little sisters. But excluding the 6'4" part, pretty much a man just like me, but only better. In the fact that he could give my sister everything she has ever wanted, including the important things that none of us could ever give her, such as patience, understanding, and that's pretty funny, huh, Dad? You know who the first one's going to deliver that to. Besides those two, of course, the most important, the divine form of happiness and love. That just wouldn't be right, even though we're from Susanville. The day Matt walked into our lives in his size 13 shoes, I knew it was going to be a game changer. And I was okay with it for the most part, except for those damn Florida Gators. Right, Dad? Right? And just by the way, Dad still hasn't gotten over that part. I digress. Now for the formalities of the ceremony. This is the part of the ceremony that I have to say or I could risk losing my license, since my University of Nevada degree in biology has led me to down the path of a lucrative path of ministry, which seems to be fitting the bills right now. And I can't afford to lose it. Everyone knows marriage requires love. A word we often use with vagueness and sentimentality. I'm going to assume pretty much everybody here knows what that is, so I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Everybody know what love is? Yeah, okay. As the good book always says, though, one of the best privileges of a husband and wife, and a dog in this instance, good-looking dog, is to each be himself, herself, and yet another. to face the world with strengths and courage of two without knowing what the future holds for you. As you begin your lives together, remember the goal of marriage is not to think alike, but to think together. Promise to give your love, your strength, your support to help each grow as two individuals and to help grow as one soul. One heart. May you be each other's best friends, respecting one another, being patient, Ashley, and working together to achieve those things that are important to you. An example being turning a double redwood bed into a king-size bed, which you guys did very, very well. Yeah. So they can make room for their dog, yes. Together you will face all of life's experiences and share one another's dreams, goals, while being equal partners in an honest relationship throughout the years. Now, Matt and Ashley decided to write their own vows. This is going to be that part. Matt, you drew the short side of the stick, so you will go first.
Yeah.
This should be good. Hold on, you might need a second.
A little wrinkly. Handwritten. All right. Ashley, I fell in love with you, your laugh, your smile, and your eyes. I'm glad to have found someone who knows I'm not perfect, but is perfect in your eyes. Boom. Thank you. Out of all the moments in my life, the ones I have spent with you are my favorite. I'll listen to you with compassion and understanding, unless the Florida Gators are playing. Then you have to wait till the game's over. I promise to still love you, even if you do shoot a bigger buck than me, or catch a bigger fish, and get your limit on chucker before I do. But last but not least, I'm thankful for our past and excited for our future as we grow old together, no matter how wrinkly you get. I will love you with all my heart. The end.
That little bit brought to you by Botox. Very well done, Matt. Ashley?
Ashley actually types hers out.
Boo Bear. Hard to believe that we met a little over 4 years ago. When we first met, I knew there was something very special about you. Little did I know you would be my future husband. My first impressions of you were that you were tall, very tall, confident, very confident, and cute in that rough and tough outdoorsy wildland firefighter have a little too much facial hair kind of way. The last 4 years with you have been more than I could have ever imagined. You are one of the most sweetest, caring, loving, passionate, sensitive men that I have ever met. Loving you is very easy, and I knew you were the man I wanted to be with forever when I realized I loved you just the way you were, and I would change nothing about you. You're a big part of why I'm the person I am today, and I want nothing more than to be a loving, caring, supportive wife to you. So, I have narrowed it down to the top 10 reasons why I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Number 10, you stand by me and support me during the good times and the bad. Number 9, I love traveling and going on adventures with you, even if it's driving around all day, chucker hunting, and we never see a chucker. Which happens a lot. Number 8, because you are always there when I need you, especially that time there was a snake in the garage. It was really scary. Number 7, because you make me laugh every time we are together, no matter what we're doing. Number 6, I love your laid-back, chill nature, and the fact that you can sit in your recliner for multiple hours at a time. And I appreciate that you accept that I cannot. Number 5, we we love taking pictures, mostly of ourselves and now Jagger, and we send out the most amazing picture Christmas cards. Number 4, I love our sarcastic banter, funny nicknames for each other, and the way you make everything so lighthearted. Number 3, you accept me just the way I am, especially the fact I don't cook very often. Number 2, you're my best friend and a great listener. No matter what I want to talk about or for how long, you take the time to listen to me. I talk a lot. Number 1, we are a great team, and I know together we can conquer anything we want. We've had so much love, fun, laughter, and great travels over the last 4 years, and I just know the future is going to be amazing. I'm thankful you came into my life. I love you.
There will be a test on the top 10. Immediately following the ceremony, Ashley will be grading him. Jagger, can I have the rings, please? Thank you. Thanks, Jagger. Good dog. All right, Matt, I'm going to have you start by placing the ring on Ashley's finger. It is the left hand, third finger. Now, Matt, I'm going to have you repeat something after me. Don't worry, I'll keep it simple. I, Bullwhacker Matt White.
I, Bullwhacker Matt White.
Take you, Ashley, to be my wife, W-I-F-E.
Take you, Ashley, to be my wife.
W-I-F-E.
W-I-F-E.
I promise to love you more than the Florida Gators.
Don't worry, that's for you, Ash.
Promise to love you more than the Florida Gators.
We got it! Anybody have a Xanax? It will not hold you to some of your interesting wardrobe choices. Yes, yours. And I will not hold you for some of your interesting wardrobe choices.
Some of your interesting wardrobe pieces.
Close enough. From this day forward, I will listen to all your great ideas.
From this day forward, I'll listen to all your great ideas.
And thoughts, even if you tell them to me during the biggest play of the game.
Even if you tell him during the biggest play of the game.
This is fun. I pledge to share life openly, actually listen when I say I'm listening. Let me start that one over again.
A lot of concussions, younger.
I pledge to share my life openly.
I pledge to share my life openly.
Actually listen when I say I'm listening.
Actually listen when I say I'm listening.
And be okay with you being a better hunter than me on occasion.
Be okay with you kind of being a better hunter than me on occasion.
Also, and most importantly, I promise to speak the truth and promise.
To speak the truth and promise.
To honor and tenderly care for you.
To honor and tenderly care for you.
To respect and encourage your own fulfillment.
To respect and encourage your own fulfillment.
As an individual through all the changes in our lives.
As an individual through all the changes in our lives.
Ashley? Not bad. C+. Place the ring on Matt's finger, please. Is that camo? That's camo, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. All right, your turn, Ashley. I, Ash, take you, Bullwhacker.
I, Ash, take you, Bullwhacker,
To be my husband.
to be my husband.
Forgot you went to OP, I'll speed things along a little bit. I promise to love you as much as I love Jagger. I promise to love you as much as I love Jagger.
I promise to love you as much as I love Jagger.
And not hold your poor fashion sense against you.
Not hold your poor. Matt doesn't have any fashion. Okay, I won't hold that against you.
I will try to show you my new clothes during commercial breaks.
I will try to show you my new clothes during commercial break.
And promise to keep you looking stain-free.
promise to keep you looking stain-free
in your t-shirt and shorts before we go to any black tie affair.
in your t-shirt and shorts before we go anywhere.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
I will try to be a better driver. We'll skip that part. We'll try to refrain from dragging you on one of my 20-mile runs
I'll try to refrain from dragging you on one of my 20-mile runs.
that I know you hate, and try especially not to be 100% right all of the time.
Well, that's really hard. I'll try not to be 100% right all the time.
And also, most importantly,
And also, most importantly,
I promise to speak the truth
I promise to speak the truth
and promise to honor and tenderly care for you,
and promise to honor and tenderly care for you,
to respect and encourage
respect and encourage
your own fulfillment
your own fulfillment
as an individual through all the changes.
as an individual through all the changes.
That was good. You did go to the OP. Magna cum laude, ladies and gentlemen. Matt and Ashley, in expressing these vows and exchanging these rings with each other in the presence of your friends, families, and canines, who happens to be asleep, you could move forward now with your promise more than ever. Fulfilling future together, your future together. From this moment on, may you remember always to be each other's best friend, and especially as you move together in your own unique ways. May you continue to welcome and embrace one another's differences. These differences are what attracted you and what brings balance to your soul. I ask you both to remember always to follow the truth within your own heart, to honor the perfection of the Spirit within your other, and promise you will take good care of each other. May love always be in your hearts and therefore in your relationship. Matt and Ashley, you've agreed to live together in matrimony and today have pledged the commitments of your vows to each other by the powers invested in me in my first ever A on my official ministry exam from the online school of Lindsay Lohan School of Modern Ministry, and by the very, very understanding state of California, which allows people to do things and officiate these things more than any other state. It is with my great honor today as Ashley's brother to pronounce you husband and wife. Matt, you may kiss your bride, but keep it a little soft. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor as Drew with you for the first time to introduce you to the lovely Mr. and Mrs. Matthew White and Jagger.